So maybe you had enough about hearing these boomers talking down on crypto and you're finally ready to get your feet wet in the crypto world. Or maybe you want to expand your asset allocation outside of an Ethereum or a Bitcoin ETF. Well, whatever the reason, today I'm going to be talking about Newton, one of Canada's easiest cryptocurrency platforms to use. Yo, what's good? My name's Kang, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the 10 new coins that just dropped on Newton, what Newton is, and at the end, I'll give you my thoughts. But before we get started, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow. In the past month or so, Newton has dropped 10 new coins: Polygon, Aave, Compound, Uniswap, Chainlink, Curve, Synthetic, Dai, SushiSwap, and Polkadot. These 10 coins add to the other coins they already have on their platform, which brings the total to 19 coins. And if you watched my video on Wealthsimple Crypto, you might be thinking that some of these coins sound kind of familiar. And while they have similar coins, there are a lot of differences between Wealthsimple Crypto and Newton. Let me explain. Newton is a low-fee crypto brokerage. They offer Canadians a platform where they can buy and sell crypto for a pretty low fee. They also offer really clean UI, are easy to use, and have a web, iOS, and Android app. Newton is also pretty secure for only being around for 3 years. They offer two-factor authentication, and they use Balance as their cold storage solution. Newton also uses Plaid to help with some of their fiat transactions, but some of their users find this invasive, but more on that later. Sticking with the easy-to-use theme, Newton makes it very easy for Canadians to fund their accounts. You can fund your account by e-transfer, by connecting it to your bank, or even by doing a wire transfer. One of the reasons that I really like Newton is that I can deposit using e-transfer. It's fast, it's secure, and it's free, which is something that a lot of brokerages don't offer. Newton says that they offer no fees, but between you and I, we always know that there's fees. Newton doesn't charge you any money when you're depositing or withdrawing any fiat currency from their platform, but they do charge you a transaction fee every single time you buy crypto. Now, instead of charging you a commission fee, they charge you a spread, which is 1.2% to 1.5% depending on the coin. On this site, they show you what the spread of each coin is, but this number is only the spread going one way. So to get the true cost of the transaction, you actually have to multiply this spread by 2. But even at its highest spread, at 0.75 or 1.5% per transaction, it's still pretty good, especially when you compare it to Wealthsimple Crypto, which is charging 1.5 to 2% per transaction. Newton also has a fee structure called surge pricing when you're withdrawing your crypto. Newton will cover the first $5 in network fees when withdrawing, and anything after that will be taken out of the withdrawal amount. And if that sentence didn't make sense to you, don't worry, I'll explain. Network fees are basically a fee that you have to pay when you're moving your crypto on the network. For example, like when you're moving Bitcoin from Newton to another wallet. Now, historically, these fees have been lower than $5 and Newton's been able to cover them. But when there are a lot of people on the network or there's a surge in transactions, they're going to have to charge you that extra fee. This is just a quick aside, but if you're using Binance right now, make sure to get your coins off the exchange. The OSC is shutting down Binance in Ontario. So make sure to get your coins out of there before December 31st. Now, Ontario could shut down Newton in the future, who knows? So that's why I recommend always pulling your coins out and putting them into your own wallet. Alright, Newton sounds good and all, but what are the drawbacks? Well, first off, since it's so simple to use, Newton actually lacks some features. For example, limit orders. Also, I've heard a lot of people having issues with signing up with Newton. When you sign up with Newton, you have to take a picture of your ID as well as a scan of your face so that they make sure that you're a valid customer and that you're not like trying to hack the system or something like that. This whole process took me 3 days of back and forth emailing, and it was just kind of honestly really annoying to deal with. I've heard similar stories from my friends as well as seen stories online about the same thing happening. But once I was in the platform, it was actually really easy to use. Some people also have an issue with how Newton connects with your bank. Newton uses a service called Plaid, which connects to your bank in order to make transactions easier. Now, some people have an issue with this because you basically have to give Plaid your login information in order for Newton to connect with your bank. Now, Plaid is not just some small startup. It's a huge company that's used by Venmo, Robinhood, and Coinbase. I don't think Newton using Plaid is a huge deal, but it's definitely something to take into consideration. But if you have an issue with this, don't let it stop you from using Newton because they still offer e-transfers, which means you can send and receive money without actually giving anyone your banking info. In my opinion, Newton is a great platform that gives investors another choice to use when investing into crypto. It's clean, it's easy to use, and it's cheap in comparison to other crypto alternatives. I personally use Newton and I really like it. The fact that it's easy to use and that I can use e-transfer is enough to convince me. But is Newton the right choice for you? I would recommend you checking out Newton if you want to buy and hold crypto. Newton lacks some features like limit buying, but honestly, if you're a buy and hold investor, I don't think you really care about setting a market order here and there. By the way, I'll leave my referral code in the description if you want to use it. But if you want to buy and sell crypto frequently, or even if you wanted to trade crypto, I don't really think that Noon is the right option for you. Their lack of features, lack of derivatives, and lack of margin are all reasons that make it a kind of subpar crypto trading platform. Right here is where I would normally recommend Binance, but since it's currently getting shut down by the Ontario government right now, you can't really recommend it. So keep an eye out. I'll let you know if I find anything that would supplement Binance in this situation. And you probably heard me compare Newton and Wealthsimple Crypto a couple times in this video, and I think there's a good reason for that. With all these coins being added to Newton, I find less and less of a reason for investors to be sticking with Wealthsimple Crypto. Both apps essentially have the same level of difficulty, and at this point, they almost have exactly the same coins. But Noon has cheaper fees, and on top of that, they actually let you buy the coin instead of giving you an IOU, which means you can pull your coins out of the exchange and securely store them on your own. In my eyes, it's a TKO in favor of Newton. If you're strictly a stock investor and still want to gain some exposure to crypto, you can invest in Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, through an ETF. And you can watch this video right here to see if it's the right investment for you.